Welcome back. My name is Terry, and if you stumble across, then you are new. I am Terry, and this is my daily vlog, Mondays through Fridays, on a weight loss journey. Right now on Weight Watchers to try to lose 75 pounds. Retirement life. Snippets of my day and any crafts that I might be doing. Like I said, post videos Monday through Fridays. I take the weekends off. So today I thought I would come on way earlier than I do. My hubby that I call Mr. Jerry is gone to an estate sale in Grand Rapids, about 40-45 minutes away, and he has to do a couple errands up there, and then he'll be home about lunchtime, which is usually 1 or 1:30. So I just thought I'd hop on real quick and do this before I don't want to do it. So time has slipped by so many other days. But anywho, welcome. My name's Terry, like I said, and I live in Michigan, and married to my best friend, Mr. Jerry, for 44 years, let's see, and 45 years. And yeah, so today is also my weigh-in day, and I will touch on that towards the end of the video for the ones that don't want to see, and you're just here to see what I'm making today. I don't figure I'll be recording too much today. It is a rainy, gloomy day. It's kind of supposed to be that way through Tuesday. I just watered my seedlings. I'd like to get my cabbage out in the garden. I'd like to start the lettuce and carrots and peas and radishes, but we're still getting low temperatures, like 40. So I'm hoping, though, next week, after all the rain, is to try to get my cabbage hardened off, which just means I need to take it out for a few days, so many hours a day, and build up on it. So before I can plant it in the garden, I've got some flowers I have to do the same thing with. I got strawberry plants that need to go in the strawberry garden that Mr. Jerry's going to build me 2 garden beds and for them. So, but he's been working on our kitchen, and I'm happy to say that the counters are all done from the last 2 days. I know he's extremely happy because he was getting tired of it. So. But anyway, so I'm just going to jump right in. No particular order of what I'm showing. I know there is English paper piecing. There is a finished object. I have yarn. I have a new knit along that I'm doing with my friend Jenny through Yarnable. So, yeah. So let's get right to it. So usually the first of the month I draw out of my own personal stash yarn to knit up into socks. Or if I can use it into like a knit along or something, I'll do that. But so Miss Janet is doing it along with me. She's doing crochet stuff, and Miss Jenny is doing the knit with me. So, and I have not finished April's socks. I'm on the second one. I'm on the heel flap, so I really need to get that going. But just like shiny objects, all the other things are calling. And so, but anyways, so when I drew it, I drew through Yarnable. This one was a Yarnable one. So this is what I drew. It's very, very pretty. This one is called Sweet Liberty. It is in her plush sock yarn. It is 85 15 superwash merino nylon, 437 yards or 100 grams. But this looks nice and springy. So as soon as I get that other sock done, I will wind this up and get it going. But there's so many pretty colors in this one, and it is so soft. So there is that. And then there is the knit along that I found out through my friend Jenny, called Blossoming Gardens by Tanya Lyons. And this is the asymmetrical scarf. And let me try to find the photo gallery. So that is a full picture right there of it. And the launch day is today. Kickoff day is today. There is a Zoom thing at 1 o'clock. And there will be a next Tuesday, the designer will be on to do answer questions and stuff. There is a knit version, and then there's another designer who's doing a different one, and it is a crochet version. So there was something for both of them. So my color that I picked for mine, I have these two colors right here. The other one's on the hook. And this one. So this is my color combo right there. I really struggled because I wanted something bright. I'm tired of this gloomy stuff. So this one right here is from, it's called Unicorn Kisses from Mountaintop Yarns. And it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and it is 437 yards, and it's 100 grams. So I got that. The purple one is from Up North Yarns. This was from, let's see, May of 2021. And this one is 100%, let's see, superwash merino. It is 100 grams, 438 yards. Sorry, I got the lights on up here, so it's kind of washing everything out, but not too much I can do about it. Let me see where the other one is. And then this one right here is from Leap of Faith. This is called Rosa Sharon. It is, these are all fingering weight yarns. It is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 437 yards or 100 grams. So again, these are my colors. I'm starting with this one here, and I'm not for sure which one's going to be second or third. So, and I am using, per the pattern, my Chaigous number 6, US 6, and they are 4 millimeters. And I've started it, and I have a ways to go yet. I'm supposed to get up to, I think, 77 stitches. So, but hopefully you'll be able to see all that. So that's how far I've gotten onto that before I go. Once I hit the 77 stitches, then there is, I think it's called a flower section. So Miss Jenny and I I'm glad that we are both doing this, because when we both started this, well, she first said to me, she says, it's not coming out. And she was she was only on like row 2. And so I tried it and it wasn't coming out. So we both emailed the designer and discovered that the one stitch she was having us do wasn't a single increase, it was a double increase, and we both had to look it up because we never done that before, but now we know. The second thing is I'm doing a mystery English paper piecing quilt through the Patty Kite Pattern Company. And this one will have, it will end up being 62 by 70 without borders. And there are 703 hexagons. And there are 702 crowns. And there are 504 diamonds. So, let me see if I can, because if you're not a hexagon or diamond person, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. So this is the hexagon. It is 1 1/4, and they measure not from corner to corner, but usually from one of the sides. So that is the hexagon. And then the diamond, and I've only done hexagons. I haven't done any of these fancy stuff. So there is that diamond. Not very big. And I basically ordered the starter kit of these papers, and then she gave us files that we can, if you have an SVG file, I think that's it, you can download it and you have a machine that will automatically cut these out, or you can copy them, which I'll have to do, and I'll have to try to figure out what kind of paper to use for this. And this is the crown, because it's got to be a little bit thicker than copy paper. So I don't know, I might have to ask in my group what everybody is using. So that is, let me take care of these. So that really intrigued me, because I really like English paper piecing. I learned how to do it many years ago with my mom. Probably when my mom was probably my age, in her 60s, and she's 85. And we did a kit, and she was really good at it, and I was just learning. And then I put it away. She quit doing it, and I put it away. And then I brought it back out. So I consider myself a beginner, but I've watched enough videos and I know enough to get the stitches a little bit closer, and what threads to use, and needle recommendations. I really like this Bohin, B-O-H-I-N needle. It is a straw needle, what they call a straw needle, so it's really long. And this one is a size 9. So you can see about how long that is. And it just glides through the paper. I used to stitch base it, and now I glue base it. And I have the Sue Daly's glue stick. So it's just glue that is a temporary hold. And when you do that, then you fold these over like that. So the center one of this, and this is clue 1, on mine is going to look like this. So I went through my stash, which I have a big tote here, and I have a whole bunch of totes that are separated by colors. And I fell in love with that center motif. And I just pulled colors out based on that. So these are the two crowns that are together to give it a flat edge. And then that's the crown turned upside down, and so that this is one whole block. And then she had you do these blocks right here. And this is a yellow with a hint of orange dots in it. So the whole thing is I can pull in orange. There is a red in there. I can pull in red. So this is a free pattern. So clue 1 is going to end up looking like this. So that center is right here. And then I have to do 6 individual ones all the way around and then put them together. So I have to do 6 of these, and I did that center one right there. No, that's the center one. I have to do 6 of these. So I got the center done, and then yesterday I spent all this time trying to figure out what I wanted, and I kept rediscovering fabrics that I really, really liked a lot, and I had them in groups of 3 and stuff, and I settled on 2 because this one for the 6 I'm going to do every other, so there will be 2 center ones that are different, but they kind of all go together, and then bring in 2 different colors. So 3 of them are going to look like this. And I like that. And then 3 of them, I just started doing this, is going to have this cute little bunny. So how this sets in here is it will be joined like this. So it will go with this one here, and then the bunny will go in here, and then the blue, well, it might be blue, blue, bunny, bunny. I'm not for sure. I don't know. I gotta finish these. These take a while for me to do. So yeah. So that's my English paper piecing that I was doing that I really enjoy. I don't know what it is about it, but I really do enjoy it. So it's nice and relaxing for me. I am just using Orifil thread, I think the 50 weight, and I'm doing just catching the tops, and because I have right here, so I have these 2 crowns right here, and then I have to put them together like that, and then I just fold them over like this, and then I just whip stitch those 2 together right there as closely as I can. I probably, if I had to count it, I probably get close to 20 stitches, 20 whip stitches. I always start it with a knot, and then I go over that corner like 2 or 3 times, and then I'll go all the way down, and then to the other corner I will, sometimes I will put a knot in it and finish it, or I will whip stitch it like 3 or 4 times. So yeah. So there's that. And then my finished object was my other English paper piecing that I did from Kate from the last homely house. And if you don't know her, you need to go look her up. On days that I just need a good friend to listen to and hear in the, you know, her talk, she's the one. So but she had done this tutorial on how to do English paper piecing, where you did the front and English paper piecing and then you sewed the back like an envelope style for a pillow. And this is mine. So, and it's very colorful because I used a charm pack, and then that is the envelope right there. So it's a 12-inch. Well, it's supposed to be 12-inch square, but somehow I messed up. It's 12 by 13, but it still works. So, yeah. But anyways, I do like this. This is nice. This is nice. So I did finish that. So other than that, that will be it for the what I am making right now. Thank you if you stayed just for that, and if you're not interested in the weight loss part of it, I hope to see you back on Monday for more day in the life of me sometimes. So, but thank you so much, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and welcome to any of my new subscribers, and welcome back, I should say this at the beginning, to my my old faithful friends. So, and if you have joined me new, you are my new friend. So but anyways, so Weight Watchers, last week I was up, as you saw, a good, well, you know, you didn't see it because I did not post it. I was so frustrated because I just felt like it was a big struggle bus 2 weeks ago, and we ate out a lot, and it showed up on the scales as a 2-pound gain, and it was just a lot of snicky snacks and making myself sick, basically, because my body's saying, what are you doing? We don't like this. So last week was a lot better as far as snacks and stuff. I mean, it wasn't the greatest because there was one night we, well, with the kitchen being tore up, and neither one of us wanted to cook, and everything was covered in dust. We went out to eat, and that put me like -11 because of what we chose. And then last night, it was late getting the kitchen all put back, but our stove is still not hooked up. It won't be hooked up maybe until Monday. And let's see, this is Friday. So Wednesday night we had cereal, and we didn't want cereal. We didn't want anything, and so he just brought home some supper. So, but I did have a loss. No idea why with a -11, but I did have a loss. My calorie count average through the week was roughly 1,300 calories. Sodium, they say they'd like it 1,500 or less, and it was around the same amount, 12 to 13, might as well say 13. There was, of course, some higher days, but at the average. But I was down 0.7, and I'll take it, because I am just so discouraged, because I I'm tired of every summer not being able to enjoy it fully. I have a garden I need to go into, and it is hard for me to set down, well, the raised beds, my goodness, they're like this much off the ground. So it's hard for me. And so this year I will have to try to find some type of, they make garden stools and stuff like that. Hubby said he could raise the beds up, by adding an extra board. But then that's added cost. And then you got the added dirt that you put into it and all that stuff. So, and he's very kind at helping me on the days that I just can't. But once everything's in, it's fine. But it's just that initial. But it was just the realization that here comes another summer. And my thought was, I'm going to have a lot more weight off. And all I've done is just basically, you might as well say maintained all winter long. But maintaining isn't getting the job done. And there's no one to blame but myself. Because nobody is sitting there hand feeding me. Or saying, what are you doing? Put that back. But I'm not giving up. I am trying to do, like I've said before, breakfast is great. Lunch is great. Suppers usually are great. It's just that snacking in between. It's just knowing that there are cookies in the cupboard, because my hubby, I'm not going to deny him of what he wants. It's just me saying, if I really want that cookie, then take one cookie. Last week I supplemented, with grapes, red and green grapes, and that sweetness seemed to do the trick. Or I did cheese, or I did yogurt. But sometimes you just want that sugary treat. And I've done the trick of the hard candies, and they all work. It's just that sometimes my mind says, you want that cookie, or you want that chip. So I'm trying to find healthier versions of the cookies. We did get the 100-calorie cookies, so I could have a cookie here and there. And the chips, I'm looking like at veggie straws, sweet potato chips. And I'm not a big fan of sweet potato. And I'm not a big fan of those chips, but Jerry really loves them. But the veggie straws, and I'm not taking a full serving. I'm weighing out half of it, because I find if I have a half a sandwich, and if I put a cut up apple with it, and then a half a serving of those veggie straws, that's pretty good. And then if I feel like I want a snack, I can go have one of those cookies, or I bought some granola bars. And, I know people are going to, I shouldn't say that, but I just feel like sometimes if someone posts, that they're eating a certain food, then you got people saying those are not healthy for you. You shouldn't be doing that. But sometimes you just need that sweetness to feel like you're not being left out. And a lot of times on this weight loss journey, I always feel like I'm being left out. I feel like, I have like the plague, that I can't have like everybody else. And in reality, I can have like everybody else. It's just that then my weight goes up, and then my labs aren't good, and, I'm at the age, getting to the age that I got more time behind me than ahead of me. And I need to make the best of it for me. And the best of it for me is not being sitting in a chair the rest of my life. And the thing is that my mom at 85, she's been told she can't walk by herself. She can't do like she used to, and all she does is sit. And I don't want to get like that. And I understand that sometimes you just can't control it. She was so active and everything, but there came a time in her life that she has neuropathy. numbness in her feet. And so now it's to the point where, you know, she can't walk by herself because they're afraid of her falling or tipping over because there's no, you know, feeling and stuff. And so I'm doing my best to not get stuff like that. And maybe it will still happen. I don't know. But that's why I'm doing my best to incorporate more vegetables. I'm moving more. My back might hurt. I might pull things that, because they're not used to it, you know, but I just feel like if I don't give up and I just do a little bit more, and the little bit more might be that, you know, it's laundry day and I do laundry instead of sitting on my butt and letting things pile up, or have Jerry do it for me. Or I get up and I dust, or I just walk around in my house. There's nothing wrong with that on rainy days, you know, instead of just sitting there and eating snacks and watching TV. Why can't I every little bit get up and just walk around for 5 minutes? 5 minutes is better than nothing in my mind. So, but anyways, I'm going to let you go. This is going to be way long, and this will probably be it. I hope that you guys have a great weekend. I hope that whatever journey that you are on, it is a great blessed one. And I hope that May will be a great month for you and a great month for me. And no matter what happened, as I told my friend this morning, well, no matter what happened in April, it's in the past. We can't change it. And there's no sense of thinking ahead in the month because we can't change the future right now. The other thing is, we've got the FedEx going by and then a bus going by. All we can do is live for today and try to control what today is. And if we have one meal that we, you know, go out with a bunch of friends and we overeat and stuff, don't throw the towel in. Just say, okay, I enjoyed life and now I got to get back on track. And or if it's been a really, really long time and you haven't been able to control that, start someplace. Even if it means writing it down and saying, why do I need to lose weight? Why? Write it down. And then it's down. So that's why I always say, stay strong, my friends. And thanks again. And until we can meet again, hopefully on Monday, have a great weekend. And I will try to do the same. And we will chit-chat on Monday.